Hello friends, welcome to JavaEE Servlet tutorial. In this video, we will have a multiple choice control in HTML form. Then we will see how to process the selection using the servlet. So the user can select multiple entries in the choice control. Actually, the tag name is select, and user can select multiple items in that select HTML control. Then inside the servlet, we want to get all the selected item. Let us say we will have a HTML form. Alright, it's not a radio button, it's actually a multiple choice. So this will be our choice control. It's not radio button. Let's say the tag for this is inside this select. We will have multiple tag to display the items. So user can select. We can configure this select with a attribute so that user can select multiple items. So the select will have a name, say X. Then when the form is submitted, the URL parameter will be like this: X equal to selected item if it is English, E ampersand, and let's say the selected item will also X equal to T. And if you see in the name value pair, we have same name to denote the multiple items. So now we will see how we process these multiple selected item inside the servlet. We know that get parameter will give the selected items, but here the name contains more values. So to get all the values, so this is our servlet, we have to use get parameter values. So previously we used get parameter, right? Now this time we have to use so here if you see, we are supplying the name and we have two selected values. That means this will return both E and T. So this will be a string array. So this is how we can process a multiple selection. So it may not be a multiple choice, it can be a checkbox also. And if all checkboxes are named with the same value, say for example the same language known, here we can name this checkbox as lang for all three, and value may be different. So value we will store it as English, French and Tamil. So when user selects English and French and submits the form, there will be the URL parameter will contain this English and French as value, but name will be lang for both. So in that situation also you can use get parameter values. Alright, now we will go to Eclipse demo. Okay, now we will open Eclipse. So our first step is to create a HTML form. So that's the demo here we are going to see, right? We will create a new HTML file. We will name it as a multiple choice. We'll change the title to a multiple choice. Next, we create a form. And if you see, the form action is taking place in a servlet called multiple choice servlet demo. We haven't yet created this. We will create soon. Next, inside the form, we have a text field element, and we are naming it as a person name. So next we have a select tag, and you can see this select tag name. We are giving it as cell length. That's the name we are giving. Then here this is a boolean attribute that says that user can select multiple languages inside this tag. So this is the select tag, and we have 4 options here. Because of this presence of multiple, user can select multiple items by holding their control key. Next, we will have a submit button. Now it's time to deploy this and check how the form looks. And if you see, we already have a servlet example. This is a web module. If you want to know how to create web module, new project, dynamic web project, and there you can give your project name, then accept the default in that's all. You can directly click finish. So this web module was already created in the start of this series, and we are using the same module to create a different HTML and servlets. So now I'm doing a full publish, and you can see the plugin, Wildfly plugin will okay, first we will start the server. Okay, so I stopped when what happens when you click full publish, right? So when you click full publish, it will undeploy the var file, that's our web module, then it redeploys it. Now we see started synchronized on both the server as well as our web module. Now we can run our multiple choice. And so this is our multiple choice. So can actually select multiple by holding the control key. All right. Now we will go and implement our servlet. So the servlet name will be right click on your web project, then click new servlet. So package, I am choosing it as tube.codingexamples.servlets. Then class name, and if you see, we are giving a matching name here. So first we created the HTML and we say that action takes place in multiple choice servlet demo. That's why now we are creating a servlet with that same name. So we will accept the default here. So we will override post. So here we specified the action. Method we haven't specified, so we will specify the method also. So now when user submits the form, it will come to the post method here. Let's do some cleanup. I'll pause the video and do the cleanup. So I just removed all the comments. Inside the do post, first we get the person name. So this is a usual. We saw this multiple time. We use get parameter. Then here we supply the name, and it will return the content typed by the user on this text field. Next, we retrieve the multiple choice, and if you see here, since this is a single value, we use get parameter on the HTTP servlet request object. Now we want to get all the values from this choice control, the select control. So we specify the name as cell length. That's the name given to the choice, the select tag, and we use get parameter values instead of get parameter. So this will return a string array, and you can see here. So we collect all the selected language in a string variable length. So now we have a name as well as the language the person knows, both in hand. Now we will form the output string, and if you see, this is just a normal HTML body h1. Then inside h1 we are printing person name. Then we are taking the name of that person and appending that to the string. So this is a new line tag, and next we say the person knows. After that we are opening a UL tag. UL is for unordered list. Now what we will do, we will iterate through this string array, then we will add each list element. So UL is the parent tag UL. Then we will get list elements, LI tags. So which will be enclosed inside this UL. So that's why we first open to the UL tag. Then we will open a for loop, and inside that we will process the string array and add list elements. After that we will close the unordered list after the for loop. And you can see, so in the output string we are appending the list, so list tag, and we are enclosing the language. This is the dynamic content which is iterated from this array. So length, we are iterating it and we are adding it here. So dynamically we are adding the list inside this UL tag. Next we close the UL tag. So li we will close inside each iteration itself after forming the dynamic content. So UL, after processing this string array, we will close this UL. Now you will have, the browser will display the selected languages in bulleted points. So that's the purpose of UL, right? That will create bulleted point, unordered list. So OL will form the same using the number sequence. All right. Now we have our output string. So as you guessed, now we will get a print writer, then we will send this out string to the browser. So here we are getting the print writer. Then we are pushing this content to the browser. Now we will run and examine this. So this time we will do a full publish. If there is a new file content, so it is good to perform a full publish. And if you change the existing content, you can perform a incremental publish. So here I'm going for a full publish. You can see undeployed, then it deploys the var. Now we will launch our HTML multiple choice. Let's say the person knows all 4 languages and we will submit it. And you can see that our servlet is responding, stating person name is Martin Luther and the person knows English, French, Japanese and Indian language. So let's cut down. I'm pressing the control and picking the one which was already selected, and I'm doing the same for Indian language. So it should be a language, so we just kept country name. So you can imagine it can be a Marathi, Gujarati or Telugu, Tamil. Alright, English and Japanese. Now let's submit again, and this time it says that the person knows English and Japanese. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.